In China, President Xi is hosting the leaders of more than 20 countries for what's known as the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit. Among those in attendance is Russian President Vladimir Putin and India's Prime Minister Modi. NBC News international correspondent Janis Mackey Frayer joins us now from Beijing. So, Janis, we know President Xi has been addressing leaders this morning. Tell us a bit more about what he said and what the goals of the summit are.
Maya, this summit has been all about optics, about the sort of messages being telegraphed to the rest of the world, namely to the United States. China under Xi Jinping is seeking influence and to present an alternative to a world order that's been dominated by the U.S. At this summit alone, the leaders of China, Russia, India, Iran, Pakistan, Turkey, and a dozen others are in attendance and showing that they're aligned with this sort of thinking. In his speech, Xi Jinping took some jabs at the way President Trump has been reshaping U.S. foreign policy. He talked of global upheaval and bullying without naming names. All of it underscoring, though, how Xi has been working to present China as this stable alternative for what he calls, quote, an inclusive world order. Maya?
Yeah, Janice, and as we mentioned, Russia's President Putin is there as well. What have we heard from him, particularly on the issue of NATO and Ukraine?
Consider the timing of this summit for Vladimir Putin, just weeks after his meeting with President Trump in Alaska about the war in Ukraine. Putin today, again in the spotlight, blaming NATO for the ongoing war and claiming he has, quote, understandings with President Trump. He didn't say whether he's agreed to ceasefire talks, despite a deadline to do so. But by making this trip for the summit and attending a military parade here on Wednesday, he is again easing out of political isolation. And another leader who is looking to make his way out of the wilderness, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. He has also been invited to the military parade, and South Korean media reporting that he's expected to arrive here in Beijing by special train in the next 24 hours.
It's interesting. We also know India's Prime Minister Modi is also in attendance despite some frosty relations with China over border disputes. Tell us about Modi's meeting with Xi and also his meeting with Putin in the wake of those additional U.S. tariffs imposed on India for buying Russian oil.
Exactly. Just last week, President Trump slapped India with 50% tariffs. Today, Narendra Modi is holding hands with Putin, smiling with Xi Jinping. Modi and Putin sharing a car to go to a sideline meeting. In attending this summit, it was Modi's first visit to China in 7 years. This is after the two countries have had strained relations over border disputes that they are now saying they can overcome. This summit didn't need to deliver headlines or big deals because it's so heavy on symbolism. The message being that the leaders gathered here may have differences among them, but they are united in saying to the U.S. and to the West that they are not without friends. Maya.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.